Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, White Sushi, and today I'm back with a tutorial video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys what are the best towers to use for each chaos tier, as well as some of the enemies to look out for all these, chaos tiers and stuff. So in the background, the video that's running right now is a past recording of my Twitch broadcast. So it's not gonna match what I'm saying, but it's gonna show you something like some Chaos 7 gameplay, which is nice. Alright, moving on to the tutorial itself, let me bring up the summary. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about all the enemy types that you have to take note of on each Chaos tier. Of course, this is not a full list of all the enemies, this just shows you the ones that you kinda have to be careful of. So from Chaos 1 it's gonna be Shield Goblins, just because there's no really special enemies in Chaos 1, but Shield Goblins can be a little bit annoying if you're trying to damage them with like Poison Dart Towers and stuff. You're gonna realize that the damage falls off a lot because these Shield Goblins are gonna be able to block some of these attacks. Alright, moving on, in Chaos 2 we have Cyborg. Cyborgs are the bane of most of these builds just because they disable auras, and a lot of these builds actually revolves around using auras. Auras are really strong in the game right now. Later you'll see why. Moving on to Chaos 3, we have Geos as well as Chaos Hall, which has Geos as well. I'm going to just lump them together in my explanation later on. But basically, Geos are these shield generating enemies similar to sentries in StarCraft 2 if you played it. And what they do is that the shields will reflect all projectiles. So that can be annoying, kind of blocks out most of the projectile towers, although you can still use them if you can pick off the juice yourself or pick them off with like maybe a flame aura or something. And yeah, Chaos 4 has Lady Ox. Lady Ox are really annoying. They run really fast, can be CC'd, but and they do like a ton of damage to your walls. So these are some enemies you want to look out for. I'll go into more depth later on in each of the explanation. For Chaos 5, we have Cyber Ox. Lady Ox is stuff that you have encountered previously. So what's special is this Assassins. Assassins jump on you from time to time and then they'll disable you. By disable, I mean you can't use any of your abilities. You can't even upgrade or repair towers. And yeah, they're just really annoying, and if you're like very under geared, you're gonna most likely die to this assassin. In Chaos 6 we have Hex Throwers. Hex Throwers are very annoying as well. I've been seeing that all the mobs are annoying, but that's just how the mobs are kind of designed. Hex Throwers are basically long range spear throwers, and their spears kind of reduce the tower stats if they hit them, reduce walls stats if they hit them. So annoying enemies as always. And lastly, in Chaos 7, the most annoying of them all, EMP Kobolds. Basically like normal Kobolds, except that they spawn in your ground lanes. You know how Kobolds spawn in airwaves, but this spawns in every lane, and they will target all towers, so except for auras, so all towers. And if they actually explode one of your towers, the tower's gonna be disabled for a very long time. By disabled, I mean your tower will not be able to attack. Alright, so moving on. Straight into Chaos 1, we have the biggest issue, which is that gear to enemy stat disparity. You guys are going to realize that going into Chaos 1 with campaign gear is going to be a little challenging, or rather very challenging, especially when you are lacking most of the shards. So you want to make a build that is strong. So the best towers are definitely Flame Auras for the ground. If you have an EV2 for some reason, if you bought her, use weapon manufacturers instead. Weapon manufacturers are better than Flame Auras. For air defenses, you want to use Poison Dart Tower, highly recommended over Skyguard, because you can position your Poison Darts in such a way that they can help to clear the ground waves as well, and this will help you kind of make up for the stat disparity going into Chaos 1 with campaign stuff. And lastly, for your other stuff, just use Squire Blockades. Squire Blockades work perfectly fine in Chaos 1. Alright, moving on to Chaos 2. We have Cyborgs. Cyborgs basically what they do is they disable auras. They either do like a smashing animation on the ground directly below them to disable in your AoE, or they'll throw this, some circle shit towards one of your auras, and then if it hits them, the aura will be stunned for quite some time, noticeable. So what you want to do is that you want to avoid playing any auras on this chaos difficulty. I mean, you could still play them, but it's a little bit more challenging. So what you want to use for your ground defenses is flamethrowers, and you can also use PDTs to help out with the damage. So flamethrowers or poison dart towers both are fine. Air defenses, mostly poison dart towers as well, and skyguards are viable as well. So what's one thing that's interesting is that you can actually just build only PDTs for this level. It's gonna work really well because poison dart towers are really strong. So that's something you can definitely explore. And lastly, for your walls, just use Squire Blockades. Alright, for Chaos 3 and 4, Chaos 3 and 4 both have geodes, they block projectiles, but the good thing is that there's no cyborg, so you can just freely use your auras. So for your ground defense, just use flame auras with weapon manufacturer. I mean flame auras, and if you have weapon manufacturers, use weapon manufacturers instead. What's interesting and what's different is that for air defenses, you want to be using Skyguard towers because PDT positive towers projectiles kind of get blocked off by geodes. So Skyguard is a little bit more reliable, although the difference is not really noticeable per se. And lastly, for your walls, you want to use wire blockades. I listed Viper fans there because Viper's fans are able to lift enemies in the air, which can be very important against Lady Orcs. Like if your walls don't have enough health to deal with Lady Orcs and they're doing way too much damage, use Viper's fans instead. Of course, you need a Mystic to play the wall, but basically what the wall does is that they will lift Lady Orcs into the air, and while the Lady Orcs are in the air, they cannot damage your walls. So this could help you. Could be bad because there's currently a problem with Viper's fans right now, which is that they have lesser aggro than Squire blockade, so there's a chance that Lady Orcs are just gonna walk right over or past them. But still, if you're really having issues with your walls dying to Lady Orcs, give it a try. And lastly, you can actually stun Lady Orcs with a Snaking Sense. So what you want to do is to, if you're playing Snaking Sense, place one right in front of your wall. So when Lady Orcs are standing there and Snaking Sense trigger, Lady Orcs actually get stunned. Alright, moving on to Chaos 5. The most annoying enemies is Bag, which is the Cyborgs, they disable auras, so we wanna not use any auras for this Chaos difficulty. Lady Orcs, which you already know about, and one additional enemy which is gonna be Assassins. Assassins are this, I don't know, this ninja ghost looking thing that floats around and it will just jump onto you from like the spawn. So what it does is that once it's on you, it will stick to you and it will do damage to you while disabling you at the same time. So but when you're disabled, you cannot attack, you cannot repair towers, you cannot upgrade stuff, like I said in the intro. That's really annoying. So for the towers, you want to use flamethrowers, no, standard, because you can use auras. And in this case, you might want to explore Ramsters if you don't have enough damage, because Ramsters actually does more damage than flamethrowers, even though they're a little bit more expensive. Ramsters are actually fairly decent at dealing with Lady Orcs, just because of the damage they are able to dish out. And of course, poison the towers is always a viable choice just because of how strong they are. And last but not least, cannonball towers is going to be interesting. So I only recommend using cannonballs if you have the shard for it. One of them is being heavy cannonball, I believe it's dropped from Chaos 5. And the other shard is basically just something that lets cannonball stun. So either one, heavy cannonball is obviously better. So if you are using heavy cannonballs, your cannonball towers are going to be able to stun Lady Orcs, stun assassins when they hit them, which is really helpful because if assassins get stunned, they can't do anything to you. You know, they can't jump on you, they can't disable you, and you'll still be able to run around and help other lanes. For your walls, use Squire blockade, standard choice, but you can consider using Viper's fans if you are having too much issues dealing with assassins and Lady Orcs, because Viper's fans can kind of bubble Lady Orcs as well. I mean, assassins as well. So you can lift the assassin up into the air, and then during this time you can get like some time to repair your stuff and maybe land some upgrades. Alright, so for Chaos 6, oh that's weird. Alright, so for Chaos 6, we have Hex Throwers, which is a new enemy. Aside from Lady Orcs and Assassins, we are still there, being pests as usual. So this special thing about Hex Throwers is that they have long range, like I said, and high damage as well. For your ground towers, you want to use Flame Auras. I mean, there's no Cyborgs. Always use Auras if there's no Cyborgs. Or weapon manufacturers or fishers is fine. Weapon manufacturers is always the best choice, guys. If you want to use Aura, always go weapon manufacturers, best choice. And for air units, just use Poison Tower or Skyguard Tower. They kind of both serve the same function. So one interesting thing they can explore in Chaos 6 is this thing called Reflect Beams. It's exclusive to the EV2. So basically what you do is that you put up your wall and then you put Reflect Beams in front of your walls. And what this Reflect Beams are going to do is that it's going to be able to deflect projectiles from both the Hex Throwers, Drakins, Spear Throwers and all this stuff back onto them, so they're going to take damage. They might die, they might not, but basically your walls don't take damage from these ranged enemies, which is very important. And your Reflect Beams kind of reflect everything, and they also have a lot of health nowadays, which is nice. Lastly, you can explore Snaking Sense, to stun these Hex Throwers if you don't actually have a Reflect Beam. It worked for me when I was progressing into Chaos 6 and then to Chaos 7 farming Chaos 6. So yep, Sneaking Sense is definitely an option. Don't use Viper Fence here. I don't think Viper Fence is any good in this chaos difficulty. Alright, last but not least, we'll go on to Chaos 7. So the new enemy type that's gonna be in Chaos 7 is EMP combos. Don't get me wrong, there's still Hex Throwers, there's still Drills, there's Lady Orcs and Assassins, but EMP combos are like the biggest issue. And one of the problems with EMP combos is that they spawn on your ground lanes. So you need to have air defenses on your ground lanes as well as your air lanes. And I'll tell you guys how to do that with your auras. And also they disable towers. This is basically like telling you to just run auras. Like towers are not viable for Chaos 7 most of the time. I mean you can still use it, but it's nowhere as good as using auras. So of course for your auras use flame aura or weapon manufacturers. Fishers are not viable because fishers are not able to hit these flying EMP combos, but flame auras and weapon manufacturers both are able to. For air towers, use poison dart towers or skyguard towers. Both kind of serve the same purpose. I like poison dart a little bit more because they do more damage. And last but not least, for your other towers, just use square blockades or just use square blockades. Don't use Viper Fence. And you can actually try using Snaking Sense because Snaking Sense can stun EMP combos. If you're like a lot of trouble dishing out damage, Snaking Sense is definitely an option. Alright, I think that's it. So we're gonna move on to our conclusion for this entire video. Wow, that took like 11 minutes. Way longer than I expected, but Alright, so the conclusion is that use either Poison Dart Tower or Skyguard Tower for air defenses. There isn't really a better choice unless you use auras who can double up as both ground and air defense, then it's pretty decent as well. Use auras whenever possible. Yes, as long as the difficulty doesn't have cyborgs, which is basically chaos 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7. As long as there's no cyborgs, just try to use auras because auras are absolutely broken right now. And weapon manufacturer is the best aura, as shown on the point there. So use weapon manufacturers if you have EV. If you don't have EV, consider getting her as your first character. But yeah, if you don't have EV, just use flame auras in the meantime. On the fourth point, go for more crowd control with undergear. So basically the thing about being undergear is that enemies are gonna hit really hard on your walls and you're not gonna have enough damage to kill them fast enough. So what you wanna do is to get as much crowd control as possible to kind of mitigate this enemy's damage as well as give yourself more time to kill them. Which is why I've included a lot of Sneaking Sense, Viper's Fence in my recommended towers for Chaos 4 onwards because most of this damage comes from Lady Orcs, to be honest. And helps with assassins as well. Last, on the 6 points, all builds are viable, but these are just the strongest. Yes, like I said, all builds are viable. If you guys check out my other YouTube videos, you'll see that I've done like crazy challenge builds with, I don't know, literally most of the towers in the game. And yes, all are viable, but these builds are with flame auras and stuff are the strongest. And these are very capable of carrying like public games with 4 people. Last but not least, square blockades are the best choice unless scenario 4, which is that if you're undergeared. Always go square blockades because they have like a huge aggro radius. It's hard to leak when you're using square blockades, but of course if your walls are dying, definitely consider more CC. I mean, technically, even though you have a higher chance of losing to enemies just walking past your walls and stuff, the other scenarios is still better than just having your walls die and stuff. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. As always, all the links will be down in the description below, such as to my Twitch channel, my Discord, as well as my Facebook page. Do check me out on those platforms. Feel free to ask any questions you have down in the comment section. If you guys want to see any builds, if you guys want to see any tutorial videos, guys, feel free to suggest in the comment section as well. There's always a thing. I read them almost every day, so you can also join my Discord and ask me questions there. Last but not least, I've been a little bit busy this week, actually just playing other games, because Talent Defense 2 doesn't really have much content right now. I'll talk about DD2 content in my next video probably. I will see how that goes. But yes, expect me to stream tomorrow though. Tomorrow I'll probably be streaming some horror game, and then I'll be back on schedule with DD1 content next Monday. Alright, thank you guys for staying through this really long video. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.